The Pitseng Pass is dwarfed by the nearby Neck Pass, but nevertheless it is a substantial pass in its own right. In good conditions the pass can be driven in any high clearance vehicle, but in wet weather or snow a 4x4 will definitely be required. Together with its sister pass, the Poort, the road is often used as a shortcut by travellers wishing to get from Mount Fletcher to Rhodes or vice versa. It's a much shorter route than going via Maclear, and it is certainly more scenic. Either way, Neck still has to be negotiated. There's a significant altitude variance of 368 meters, and the pass is 8 kilometers in length. We filmed this pass from west to east in the descending mode. The pass can be divided into 4 very distinct sections. The first is a fairly flat phase which traverses the plateau at the top of the pass, and the second is a very steep and perilous descent cut into the side of the mountain. This is followed by a long straight section running along an intermediate saddle, which then finally leads into another very steep descent which takes you down into the River Valley and to the end of the pass. From the start point, the road climbs through a shallow cutting, at the same time curving slightly to the right. This is followed by a few gentle curves as the pass begins a slow descent along the plateau. At the 2.2 kilometer mark, there's a sharp 90-degree right-hand corner, and suddenly the view opens up to reveal the second phase of the pass. From this vantage point, you'll get a magnificent view of the River Valley far below on the left. The pasture in this part of the Eastern Cape is of excellent quality, which is evident in the fine condition of the cattle. Be particularly careful of livestock on the road on this pass and throughout the Eastern Cape. The next section of 2 kilometers offers the finest scenery, but is also the most dangerous. The gradient increases sharply as the road enters a short straight. The rocks on the right have been blasted away to make room for the traverse, revealing multiple sedimentary layers, and a steep unguarded drop-off presents itself on the left. There are a few culverts interspersed throughout this section, each of them marked by a low stone wall on either side of the road. A long right-hand curve follows the contours of the mountain back towards the east. The road condition does deteriorate along this part of the pass, mainly caused by water runoff. In wet weather, pay particular attention throughout this section as the road slopes slightly down towards the steep drop-offs on the left. The consequences of a slide over the edge would be disastrous. A series of easy left and right bends follow each other in sequence as the road continues its steep descent, tracking a natural contour line down the mountainside. Floodwater has caused a deep ditch to develop on the right, which is probably a good thing as it forms a natural catch barrier for rocks falling from the hillside. At the 3.8 kilometer mark, the gradient flattens out and the road straightens up, signaling the end of the second section of the pass. It would be easy to mistake this point for the end of the pass, but this is certainly not the case. For the next kilometer, the road follows the spine of the ridge in a more or less straight line, heading directly east. Beautiful views over the valley on the right are presented, and the flat pastures on the left give way to some steep cuttings as the end of the straight is approached. Be sure to watch part 2 of the Pitseng Pass, which deals with the lower half.